Zane from Calumet Photographic here in the UK. We're here in Canon's UK headquarters for the exciting announcement of the Canon 1DX Mark II, Canon's new flagship. I'm here with David, who's a Canon product specialist. So what's exciting about this camera, David?
Well, there's a number of new upgrades on this 1DX Mark II. What's really interesting about the 1DX is how things have changed for this type of camera over the years. There used to be a lot of pressure on the 1 series to be able to do everything, all different types of photography. But now with things like the 5D Mark III and the 5DS and 5DSR, this camera can now specialize in being a very, very fast camera. So it can deal with press environments, it can deal with high-speed animal action and this kind of thing. So it's really designed for that kind of photography. Cool. Now there's a number of main upgrades on here. One of the big ones really is the sensor. So we've got a new sensor. It's a 20 million pixel sensor, which is up from 18 from previous. It's not as big as things like the 5DS and this kind of thing, but if you want the real high detail, that's the sort of camera for you. As I said, this is all about speed. The sensor is also incredibly fast, which allows you to shoot at 14 frames a second with autofocus and with auto exposure, and 16 frames a second with the exposure and focus locked at the first frame. This also allows you to do 4K as well, and that's 4K at 60p.
Cool. I think you've got it set to the high shooting mode right now. Can we see what that here sounds like?
Yeah, sure, yeah, if I just fire it off.
Yeah, that's insane. Now, how long can it do that?
It takes CFast cards, so you've got 2 card slots on here. You've got CF and you've got CFast as well. If you use a CFast card, you can get 170 RAWs before the camera will start to slow down. And that is just an incredible sort of rate. We were looking at this and we've worked that out to be roughly the same length of time that it takes a professional athlete to do the 100 meters race. So you could start shooting from the moment they fire the gun, and you could still be shooting when the athlete's celebrating as well.
At 14 frames per second the entire time, with autofocus.
With autofocus.
That's crazy. So what kind of photographer is this geared at?
This is really geared at your high action. So anyone who does sports photography, wildlife photography, and also your photojournalist. The 1 series is renowned for its rugged use. So it's really good in those tough environments. Also has the very, very large battery as well, much bigger than any other product in our lineup, to give you that power. From one charge, at CEPA standard testing, they're saying it's over 1,200 shots. Okay. Personally, when we've been trying this, we've been getting a lot more, but we have to go on the CEPA standard.
Yeah, of course. Can you tell me a little bit more about the video features? When would you use this to shoot video?
This camera is designed for people who use video as well as using stills. Okay. So primarily it's a stills camera, but it also has an amazing video capability as well. So as I mentioned earlier, it's 4K with 60p. This is the 4096, so it's the 17:9 DCI standard, so the full 4K standard. What's nice about the 4K at 60p is that you can do on-camera grabs from that movie, and each one of those frames is 8.8 million pixels. You can record 4K at 60p for up to 29 minutes 59 seconds, and that's recording to a CFast card.
Okay, so if you were a photojournalist out in the field, you could use this for everything. You'd use it for your stills, use it for your video, and get the shots you need for your job.
Yes, you could. And the great when you're out in the field as well, you might have noticed one big difference between the original 1DX is this bump on the top here. Yeah. This is a built-in GPS transmitter. GPS is becoming more and more important now, as a lot of agencies use that for auto-captioning, which means that you can cut down on your editing time and make things a lot quicker.
Yeah, because you know what it is right away.
Yeah. Something else you can do on camera is a lot of agencies are asking for JPEG files now. They don't want to have to process the RAWs and this kind of thing. So with the advent of that, we've now put on-camera cropping. So you can cut it down to whatever size you want, or you can crop in and make sure your image looks its best before it's sent off to the agency.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. These are available for order today. You can get them on calphoto.co.uk at any of our stores or at our call center. Thanks so much for chatting today.
No problem. Thank you.